Can we hit? Yeah. Who's hitting live? Who's hitting live? Hello, hello. Welcome. I can think it's Wednesday, but it's only Tuesday. Welcome. We thought we'd just drop in with a little bit of lunchtime live, just to zhuzh up your day, brighten you up, drop in some sparkle. Because last night on day one of the free 5-day challenge that we're running once a year, self-doubt to all out, was like fireworks, wasn't it? And it was epic. And we always want it to be something fabulous, and it's always all of that and more than the cherry on the top and sprinkles. But last night was pretty special, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing because we get a mix of women who've done it every time since we launched it. Then we've got some of our clients, and then it's just always lovely to just see new faces, new women come and join the group. And like when we're doing the sessions, we always say, like, tell us if you've had an aha moment or light bulb. And there was just so many light bulbs, like little emoji, light bulbs and emojis getting flashed up last night, which is what we live for, right? This is why we show up and do what we do in free challenges, because our mission is to help women banish their self-doubt, step into their confidence so they can just go do whatever they want. So it just feels good when we see the women having all of these drop-ins. And today the Facebook group is fire.
Like it's just lit up. And we've got men in this challenge, which is amazing. Like we love having some guys in there as well. It's like, I mean, we were training live for over an hour last night, but we just thought wanting to drop in today to give you a few of the nuggets for you to take and reflect on for yourself. And then if you still want to jump in, there's 4 whole days left. And when you register for it, you get the link so you can get the replays, you can come into the community. If you're on and you're here and you're in it, say hi, or if you're not and you'd like to, I've just dropped the link. If you can't find the link, if you're on LinkedIn, it's in our profile, in our bio, on Facebook and LinkedIn. I was going to say on Instagram here, but we haven't got Instagram on, have we? So yeah, I mean, it's just epic. It's like really incredible. And last night we talked about imposter syndrome, and I think maybe because Cheryl and I speak of it from a different way, even people that have worked with us for a long time were saying, I thought I knew me imposter syndrome, and then I've just realised actually that's my imposter syndrome showing up.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Annie. Jump in. You won't regret it. You won't regret it, honestly. I'm always like, who has so much self-confidence and so little self-doubt that they don't want more? Like, I don't.
Nobody last night said they had 0 self-doubt, and nobody said they had 10 out of 10 confidence. So therefore, there's always margin for improvement, right?
Always. And Cheryl and I are always improving this, right? Like, always. And so I think how we speak about how imposter syndrome shows up and the different faces it can have and how it's manifested, but we go really in detail on the inner critic, because the inner critic, we talk about perfectionism, comparisonitis, all that stuff, but the inner critic is the one that often is like doing the most damage, because that's often the prevalent, most dominant voice in your head a lot of the time, isn't it, Cheryl? Like that. You're not good enough. Like, who do you think you are? Nobody wants to hear what you've got to say. If you go live, you're going to sound stupid. You don't sound like the other coaches do. You don't look like the other coaches. You don't look like an entrepreneur. You'd look stupid if you spoke up in the meeting. Everybody knows more than you do. They're going to think you're not qualified enough to be there. And it's like this constant inner warfare, like, like most of the waking hours. And we know that really batters your self-esteem, it challenges your self-confidence, it challenges your sense of worth, because oftentimes we actually believe to be true that voice that's in our head, and we think she's speaking what is truth.
Yeah. And it's been so interesting that when we start to talk about this, and even if you've heard the message before, you just hear it at a deeper level, at a new level, depending on where you're at in your journey. And there's just been so many memories sparked in the people who were in the challenge last night, where they've just started to become aware of some of the experiences and some of the situations that they've had, where they've tuned into where this inner critic actually started quite a while ago.
And a lot of them have had new things come into their consciousness, into their awareness. And it doesn't matter if you don't remember a specific moment, but we talked about how certain things, events, circumstances, people can create trauma, and what trauma actually is. Went into that in more detail last night. And then obviously then we're working on how you can reset and completely transform that into something else. So we spoke last night around how actually this is a healing journey. understanding your imposter syndrome, understanding your inner critic, understanding how you're sabotaging yourself. You might actually come to us because you want more confidence or you want, but what we do is help you heal, because a lot of those things are open wounds that you have that are still creating havoc, even though you don't know they're there, decades after the fact, right? Decades after the fact. And it's our job to help you understand yourself more, to create a different perception of who you believe yourself to be. The work Cheryl and I do in this program and all our programs is identity.
Yeah. And it's just so important. And we were saying last night, like a trauma, a life event, like whatever you want to call it, like something that's, you know, like you still have thoughts over or you still have memories about, whatever it is. It happens to us all, but it doesn't have to be like something major, what somebody would call like a major trauma. It could be something as if a teacher told you that you were crap at maths, you just haven't done it. Or a teacher could tell you that you're never going to get anywhere with that accent. Again, haven't done it. Do you know what I mean? But it's something like that. Somebody just implants a thought into your mind. You believe it to be true. Boom, there you go. Your maths and your accent then holding you back until you get in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, the whole of your life, until you really start to do something about that. It doesn't have to be a major death, for example. It doesn't have to be something major. It can just be something that's given to you. It doesn't even have to be something that someone said to you. You can form it by observing something that's happened to someone else, witnessing something that's happened to a guy across the street that you don't even know. Like these things get formed through our senses, what we see, what we hear, what we experience, what we feel.
Yeah. And your brain makes like a record of it. It makes a meaning of it. And that's what does the damage. The meaning that the brain makes of the event is what then gets embedded in the subconscious mind and becomes a belief. But the thing is that you don't know they're there. So last night, and this is dangerous, right? It would be like driving around at 80 miles an hour in reverse with no rear view mirror. Like that's how dangerous it is, because you're driving along, going backwards because it is the old, you're going backwards because it's everything that you've thought before, all these recordings that you're in your mind that you don't know of are there, are actually the things that are driving the car. Like that's how scary this is. And the car is your life. the car is your life. And you're driving it and you're completely blind to 95% of what's going on. So last night, I mean, boom, right? So last night it was like, how do we get to see, check rear view mirror and put the brakes on, slow it down so that we actually know what is going on so that we can make informed decisions about it.
Yes, Angela Nicholson, get on it.
Love you. And it's free. Like, you can't change what you don't acknowledge. And if you don't know that there's a limitation in your consciousness, in your awareness, in your identity, how do you change it? You can't outperform it. And this is why you keep working harder and harder and harder, because you think if I keep working harder, I'll outperform the thing. And you can't outperform your subconscious mind. You can't do it. And as we explained last night, it's because your subconscious mind always has, what do you call it, Cheryl? A positive intention. It always has a reason that it's creating that same result over and over, right?
Yeah. It thinks it's a good for you, right? Because it's going to keep you safe, not happy. Your subconscious mind, its positive intention is to keep you safe, not to keep you happy, not to help you to go for your dreams, not to help you have everything your heart desire. Keep you safe, no matter what. So it has you going backwards, however many miles an hour, with the blindfold on, because it thinks it's safer. Hear this, it thinks that's safer than going forwards with your blindfolds off, driving into the sunset, into the sunshine, into the mountains, into all the dreams and the things that you desire and the goals you want to achieve. It thinks it's safer to go backwards with a blindfold on.
No wing mirrors and no rear view mirror.
Yeah.
Pedal to the metal. Yeah. And this is the thing. And tonight we are going to be covering like how you transform this relationship with your imposter, and we're going to be looking at the secret methods that we use that won't be secret after we share them tonight on the challenge with our clients, with ourselves, to completely transform our energy and get ahead of the game. So day one is always the heaviest. Like day one is challenging because you're digging really friggin' deep. Like we're not doing like you know, surface level rah bullshit here and like just get up and do an affirmation. Like that might be part of it further down the line, but like literally it's like polishing the turd if you've got really deep seated beliefs that you can't shake.
Yeah.
That are impacting your self-worth, that are impacting how good you think you are, that are impacting how you get to show up in your life, for your family, for your relationships, with your weight. All of this is linked. All of it's linked. So last night, I think that was the biggest light bulbs, where like you might have come on thinking, oh, I want to be more visible. I'm not, you know, going on my Insta lives and I'm not like sending my emails. And then you get in there and you realize, shit, I remember this thing that happened when I was 5 by the swimming pool. And that's still what's playing out because that's still the voice that I hear.
Yeah.
Cried bubbly.
Amazing, Kate. Yeah, tonight's all around like how you ditch the self-doubt. So we're going to be going deep on triggers, like giving you tools and techniques of how to manage those. Because every day when we're driving backwards with the blindfold on and we don't even know what's going on, we're getting ping, ping, ping over a rubble here, a rock here. There's things that trigger us all of the time. We're going to be going deep on that. We're going to be really going deep on how you take back control of your imposter syndrome, tools and techniques to do that, which is very exciting, and how to break free from self-doubt.
Love it.
It's exciting.
And I'm going to say it again because I feel like sometimes not everybody gets how these dots join up, right? So you might struggle with your confidence and feel like you doubt yourself and you have this inner critic and imposter syndrome and you like law of attraction and you like manifesting. And it's like, they're not separate things, right? They're not separate things. And this week in the challenge, we talk about a lot about the universe and how you co-create in your life. But I did a post about it the other day. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll have seen it. And I said, like, not dealing with your self-doubt is like giving the universe a middle finger, right? And I mean it. And it's because if you're not dealing with your self-doubt, you can't manifest past your limiting beliefs. So you can't create this life where you're earning all this money and, you know, you're only working 10 hours a week. You know, if you fundamentally are telling yourself that you're not good enough, that you're crap, that nobody wants to buy from you, that you haven't got anything. So, like, the two things just don't work together. So you can look at all the vision boards and do all the bloody moon rituals you want. If you're telling yourself you're shit for 10 hours a day, that's actually what you're manifesting more of, right? So if you love that kind of work and you love knowing about the universe and you love understanding law of attraction and you've read The Secret and you're like, why is it not working? This is also one of the challenges that you need to come and see. Whilst we're not specifically sharing our manifesting formula in this one, we are speaking to the fact of what will be blocking you from getting the manifestations that you want. Okay?
Preach.
Preach. So if you come and you've got children in the house, wear headphones. Swear words do pass the lips. Last night we got to 5 whole minutes before I managed to swear, which was quite a feat for me. If you don't like swearing, please don't join our stuff because that's what we do and it's how we like it. So please don't come in and moan that me bad language puts you off. Just don't join. If you know other people, even if there are some, you know, men that you know that would help with, that would really benefit from this work. It was lovely having a couple of guys in there last night. Then by all means, do share this with them. We say it's for women, but you know, it is what it is. So men need this help too, and we see that. So we have got more corkers in store for you this week than you can even shake a stick at. And on Thursday, we've got something extra special that you would only get in this community to celebrate the book's birthday, because the book is 2 on Friday. 2 on Friday. The Practical Life Guide to Ditch Self-Doubt, Stand in Your Power and Step in the Best Version of You is 2 on Friday. So we've obviously got something epic lined up, which we will be sharing on Friday. But the guys in our community will get to see it first in this very, very special event. So what you waiting for? Get your ass in the game. Right, we're going to go now. Lots to do to get ready for tonight, to prepare our energy and just to get ourselves all excited for it. And we'll be in and out the group this afternoon, just cheering everybody on. We're seeing more and more introductions in there as well, which is just lush. Makes Cheryl and I very, very, very happy. I joined you too because you're less sweary than the first coach I found. Oh. Really? My God, you're going to have to DM me and
Oh,
People come because they like the sweary.
goodness me.
We're very excited too. The link is here. It is again, just in case you missed it at the top, but it's here. It's in our profiles. Share it, spread it around, and remember, if you're in our challenge, post your I am sticker. You post because it's one of the criteria to unlock the thousands of pounds worth of coaching prizes.
And do your soul work.
Do your soul work. Hashtag just do it, because otherwise you're not in it. Right. Well, love you all. Have an absolutely amazing ball Tuesday afternoon. And if you're in our challengers, we will see you at what time? 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock.
Night.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.